fact sticking. For a lot of people that don't know, you're completely blind.
I am.
You're completely blind. And how long have you been studying martial arts?
About 14 years.
How you doing, everybody? Sifu Singh here. I'm at the Century Martial Arts Super Show 2019 in Las Vegas, the Bellagio, and I have with me my student, my buddy, my brother, Joshua Loya. Joshua the Jedi Loya. I gave you that nickname, didn't I?
You did. I'd never take it for myself, but I'm stoked you gave it to me.
Well, you know, why did I give you that nickname? Because there's very few people that we meet in life that when I see them, they inspire me. Inspire me to a whole nother level. And for a lot of people that don't know, you're completely blind.
I am.
You're completely blind. And how long have you been studying martial arts?
About 14 years.
About 14 years. So Joshua's been studying martial arts for 14 years. And Joshua, you teach?
I do.
And whereabouts do you teach?
At Spring Valley, just in the San Diego area.
And you're teaching at the Guardian Quest Dojo?
Yes, sir.
And then we met through
Blind Community Martial Arts.
Blind Community Martial Arts,
yeah.
and through Sensei Mario.
Yeah.
And that's also in San Diego?
Yes, sir.
And so you've taught the blind, and you
Yes,
also
sir.
teach people who are not blind.
Yes, sir.
And what's that experience like?
It's the most rewarding thing in the world.
Yeah?
You know, I mean, you talk about courage, confidence, and being calm and collected. You know, there's nothing like it.
So, you know, one of the most important things why I call Joshua the Jedi is that he's somebody here that could have easily quit. He's somebody here that could easily have not gone after what he wanted to do. You know, when we think about things that happen to our lives, in our lives, traumatic experiences, we have two options. We have options to face it like a warrior and move on. That's why I gave him the nickname the Jedi, because he's a real Jedi. He took the Force and he channeled the Force and he put it forward. That's something very important. A lot of us, right, Joshua, we talk about this a lot, when we're faced with challenges. What would be some advice you could give to people out there that are dealing with challenges, you know, and how do you think that they can get over it like you have?
Sure. So, like, the big thing is it's all right to be afraid. Courage isn't not being afraid, right? Courage is being afraid and doing it anyway, right?
Being afraid and doing it anyway. And speaking of being afraid and doing it anyways, this guy over here is the National US Open Adaptive Surfing Champion for the visually impaired.
Yeah, USA Surfing National Champion, US Open Champion.
He can't see and he surfs. Think about that for a second. Think about that for a second. And then why did you take up surfing? Because you were afraid?
Because I was afraid. I wanted to try it.
Because you was afraid, you want to try it. How many times in your lives are you guys afraid of things and you don't want to try it? This is why he's the Jedi, he's an inspiration. Think about that for a second. We have one little life here on planet Earth. It goes by like that. What are you going to do with it? Are you going to let challenges and barriers get in your way, or are you going to find a way around it? Joshua is also part of the Adventure Mind, and you also speak, right?
I do.
Tell
Yes,
them
sir.
about that.
So my big thing is inspiring people to cultivate that adventure mindset. You know, like, we want to play it safe. We want to be comfortable. You know, Sifu and you know, other teachers I respect talk about becoming comfortable in uncomfortable situations. That's going to create resilience. We have that resilience, so we can enjoy more of what life has to offer, and that's what I like to talk about when I speak.
That's wonderful. And where can people contact you for that specific thing?
JoshuaTheJedi.com. That'll work.
JoshuaTheJedi.com. Think about it. If you want somebody to really come and inspire, I've had him come and speak at my retreats. And not only that, but we are together, teaming up together, since he is my only visually impaired student, and we've been my student now for about 3-4 years.
About 4 years, something like that.
About 4 years, and soon we're going to be working out even more together because we're going to move a lot closer.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
But we have a mission, and our mission is to create a program. It's called Sight Beyond Sight, and Sight Beyond Sight is going to take into consideration Wing Chun, Kung Fu, and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, a little Judo, and a little wrestling, all things that are contact based, so that you can feel. And that's the most important thing, and provide this for other visually impaired people. And our goal and hope is to have instructors that Joshua is going to lead that are visually impaired, that are teaching at blind schools all across the country, so that they not only have a way to protect themselves, but they also have an athletic activity that they can do, so that they can also learn to overcome their fears and adapt the adventure mind.
Yes, sir.
Anything you'd like to tell people about that?
Yeah, so, like, the big thing is you know, there's a lot of people in my situation, and people who aren't in my situation, that want to play it safe. They want to sit on the couch. They don't feel like they can do it, and they need to have that one thing to unlock that spark in them, to get that life that means something. You know, you get moving around, you face those fears, it makes you feel alive.
Speaking of the spark and feeling alive, we have a special treat. Joshua has been training me for a while. We do a drill, a knife drill that we do, and normally we do that knife drill with a fake blade, a metal blade that's not sharp. But today, I had a little test for Joshua, and the test is I have with me what's called a shock knife. So
and just for reference, I'm totally afraid of getting shocked. I'm going to do this anyway.
He's going to do it anyways. That's the whole thing. And as you can see, there it is. So we're going to do a drill. This is just a drill. It's not how you knife fight. It's for sensitivity and tactile awareness for Joshua to learn to feel and overcome his fear. This is what this game is all about. It's a game. Let's remember that. So first, Joshua, I'm going to start off feeding you. I'm not going to wear the blindfold yet. That was the surprise, because afterwards I'm gonna blindfold myself and feed him. So like, what was the joke I said the other day? Like the blind leading the blind?
Yeah, that was exactly it.
All right, so we'll see how that turns out, okay? But first, we're gonna warm up, okay? Breathe. Inhale again. Center yourself. Find the center, find the still point. Okay, ready, bud? Okay. Right? You got your right on my right, and I'm just gonna start slow, and we just start to feel. Starts to feel, and he 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 starts to feel. As you can see, I pull it back, and he's sticking to my hand. That's the thing I want you to see. If I go in, he dissolves it. If I pull it back, he sticks to it. He's feeling. Connect to me and feel. 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 Okay, there I am. Come again. Good job, buddy. Now we're going to take it up a notch. And I want to experience a little bit of what Joshua is experiencing. So, alright, and Joshua, I'm going to let you hold the blade. Right there is good. Okay, then I'll come get it. I hope so. So otherwise, I'm going to get the blade back from you.
Just joking, Sifu.
I thought I told you not to press any buttons.
Just joking.
Okay, that's the blind leading the blind, yeah? Yes, sir.
This is how you know you're alive, though.
Okay, hand it over to me. All right, so here's your right, there's your left. Okay, brother, you ready? Just feel it. Good job, buddy. That was awesome.
That was fun as hell.
Good job. Well, let's turn around. What was that experience like for you? Because you had it the other day.
I did.
And then, you didn't do what you did the other day, so that's good. You didn't scream like a girl, so step one. But how much better today facing the fear?
That's an adrenaline rush. See, you do something that was like the first time I dropped down on a 9-foot wave.
Yeah.
And then I kept riding, and oh my gosh, I don't need any coffee.
But did you notice that when I told you that I could see, you weren't as stressed? When I told you that I'm blindfolded, you're like, oh, this guy, he's gonna cut me for sure. That's the difference.
Funny, and like I felt it. It's not even that bad.
It's not. It's just all in your mind.
No, for sure.
Right? It's all in your mind. Love you, brother. I'm super proud of you. Keep your mission going.